GNS holders, consider this a warning. Trader Zero puts out a negative outlook and negative signals from the price action itself, and I do have to agree, and I will actually show you my personal side of the bearish outlook, but trust me when I say that if I saw it, Trader Zero has already seen it. This is ARCa. Let's dive into ticker symbol GNS. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again on this Saturday. Let's go ahead and dive into ticker symbol GNS, but I'm going to go ahead and just display to you here. It may be a little difficult to see, but I'll try to zoom it in as much as I can. And this is actually Trader Zero's post on Twitter. It's signaling a couple bearish signals here in candle analysis and a few other things. So definitely go ahead and follow my man here at this. I have to, if you can see that, go ahead and type it in. But another thing that we can do, right, is actually just type it in here in his respect and see if we can just get you to show some love, right? So you have to type this in very specific, right? So let's go ahead and just show it, right? So Trader and then Zero with an underscore after. So underscore Trader Zero underscore is his Twitter handle, and I must say that he's a very raw trader and expresses his opinions directly as they are without any type of remorse. So please just understand that you will get the flat truth from a man himself. So go ahead and follow him and keep up with the tickers that he puts out too, right? So let's go ahead and just point out here a couple other bearish signals that we're looking at, right? So let me just get rid of the portrait screen and continue on the analysis. Okay, so first of all, I mean, in raw price action, which is honestly your forward-looking indicator, the best thing that you can do is follow volume and price action, right? So immediately we can see right here, this is a gravestone doji printed right at the top side of a trend right here. That is naturally a bearish outlook, and you're looking at a 3-hour print of that. Okay, so it does have some weight to it. Next thing that we want to point out right over here, team, is the fact that we are pretty much double topping right at this area here, that same target of about $1.75. Absolutely a negative outlook too. Another thing that we can go ahead and point out here, I mean, team, these signals are easily seen if you know your price action, if you know your raw price action, if you know your rules in basic trading here, then you'll be able to catch things just like this, just like the way Trader Zero does, just like the way any of your favorite influencers do too. Okay, just make sure to know who you're following and make sure to know that they do have some valid explanations behind their thesis, right? So another thing that we want to point out here is a very bearish signal is this. Know for a fact that this triangle formation, this descending triangle or right angle triangle, has 3 different price targets to achieve. Not the 3 of them are not a guarantee. First, you have your breakout price objective, okay, which is going to be right from back here. All right, so you're going to just go ahead and take a trend line from the bottom side of this area here into that top side of the area right there, okay, to the top side of the triangle, to the hypotenuse. Okay, so then what you do is that you apply this trend line to the candle breakout, to the official one that closed upside of the newly converted resistance into support. So when you do that, check this out. You have a topside target being suggested to land at 172, and it looks like the price action right here ended up at a what? Topside of 174. If I hover over this and you look at the OHLC values, which is open, high, low, close, take a look at that up there. 174. That is 100% valid. That is absolutely fair, and I do believe that that was actually the top side of this trend for now. Okay, so I can't speak for the rest of the price action here, but also take a look at this. 171 at the 4.618 golden ratio of the Fibonacci retracement tool. That also suggests that we're ready for a potential pullback. Right, so now I can't say pullback, reversal, all of that stuff, my personal self, but what I can tell you here is that if there is a pullback and we start triggering these stop losses for the longs, we're going to increase the supply and the price action will naturally continue falling and it will continue adding more and more shorts to the thesis. Okay, so I just need you to be very, very careful with what's to happen here next, okay? Because there very well could be a sell-off coming in, and I want you to also notice that I think this one candle here, this one test of the support after breaking out, I don't really see that as the best signal for a continuation to the upside. Another thing is that we never actually came back down to test a second time of the support right down here. So that's naturally telling me that this formation breakout is premature, and this could likely lead to a pretty aggressive downside. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you though that the momentum indicators are still suggesting an upside. We're increasing volatility towards that direction too. And in fact, here's a little bit of a metric that you need to pay attention to, okay? So take a look at this, the 3-hour SMI versus MFI, which is the stochastic momentum versus money flow index. The histogram is already showing that there is declining there's declining cash, right? So meaning that the dispersion of returns are negative as of now, which means that people are either starting to take profit or opening short. Be careful with the asset. I definitely see a potential downside coming in here. Okay, so I guess let's go ahead and look at the immediate short-term time frame. Well, there it is. Check this out. We absolutely have the 15-minute time frame. Not only did Trader Zero point out the Maribozu bearish formation and several other things on his post, right, if I remember correctly, please notice that we are increasing volatility right here with a decline in volume. I'm sorry, with a decline in momentum. Okay, so this is the start of this. Please check your RSI. Your RSI falling beneath the SMA 14. You're about to get a bearish crossover on the MACD, decreasing bull pressure. All of this is indicative of a downside, okay, team? So another thing that I wanted to point out to you is actually in the bi-hourly chart, RVOL. Go ahead and notice here that we're barely above the moving average, okay? That is a clear signal for shorts. We can move this thing below the moving average and then continue downwards. Okay, that's getting very dangerous. Here, the last volume candle that we printed did not get to the moving average itself. I do suspect a potential downtrend coming in almost immediately. Seeing that Mondays are usually or historically red in the broader markets, that is also kind of a signal to give you that there is potential weakness coming into the bull case. Okay, team. So one more thing to kind of look at here. Let's see if we can pull off any other tricks for kids here, right? So let's see. Yeah, 4-hour time frame, man. Those are very bullish outlooks here in the bullish control zone, upside pivot on volatility increasing, by the way. But so what could be happening here is that we could be facing a pullback to drop anywhere in this area here. I would say one of my lowest targets right now to face is obviously one of the 618 targets, you know. But I think that could be a very temporary drop. Okay, so particularly here from 163, yeah, we can see a 154 touch. It is confluent with the top side of these candles here and the range high of this candle right here. So that could be indicative of 154 to 143. That would essentially be a bounce zone to validate either your 3-spot 618 as a resistance or your current highs at the 4-spot 236 164 before a continuation to the downside and eventually reaching the very confluent 1-spot 618 at 125 to the lower end of about 121 at the 1-spot 272. Okay, team, so that's so far what I'm looking at for GNS. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as it cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, okay? I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your weekend, and I will catch you at the bell on Monday. Adios, team. Yeah.